Okay, well, what is up, everybody? Welcome to a new video. We're doing a fun thing today. We're gonna be doing a podcast, and today I'm here with a super awesome friend who agreed to do the podcast with me. So why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, I am a consciousness. I exist only inside of your mind, of the people who hear me. So thank you for expanding my influence. Your contribution is greatly appreciated. First topic of discussion.
Okay.
How
Before we get into that real quick, I'm gonna say I just want to say disclaimer really quickly. If either of us cut out throughout the video, we apologize because the internet is not always the best. But yes, okay, go on. First topic of discussion.
what happened?
First topic of discussion. Go ahead and go.
Awesome. How big of a person could you make using and their personal strength?
Just
A-
using like
An
multiple
ant.
humans.
Yeah, just using multiple humans and like they all work together like the little robots from Big Hero, or like ants when they all make a human. So how big could it? Because there's the whales in the sea, and there's the ants in the earth, but I want big humans
Well,
that are
I
made out of
mean,
human cells.
yeah. Um, the average human is 5'2". Wait, no, average woman is 5'3", I believe, in the world. And the average
Okay,
man is like 5'6" or 5'7" or something like that. I don't
yeah.
know that one very well.
So
So,
like
yeah.
what I would like to see is a like 15-foot tall humanoid made out of people, just like flexing their abs really hard in order to walk around.
Wait, are the abs also just like made out of people?
Yeah, it's people. It's people are doing this. Like when you form a human pyramid,
Yeah.
it's yeah. You can back into being a normal person. It's a teamwork effort.
Okay. So like the
We could
the whole
we could have
ab region is just made out of like multiple different humans just stacked
yeah.
on top of each other, or like are they sideways laying on their sides, or like what?
Yes. You gotta optimize the space. So then, like when you lift your arm, the arm is a person's head and torso and hand, like they have their hands up. So
Mhm.
then you only have two fingers, but and then when you want to move the arm around, they gotta flex their abs really hard, depending on which direction their arm is moving.
Okay, so you're just thinking that everybody in the world will be like super
No,
strong and
no,
have
this would be
amazing
an Olympic
abs?
sport. This would be an Olympic sport.
Okay. So, but you'd have to have abs for it because you have to flex
Yes,
your abs. Now,
yeah,
is this,
and your legs and other things, because
yeah.
then you got like three people per leg, or maybe more. The goal, the question is, how big could we make this creature?
Well,
Because of the squared cube law, you can only make it so big before people just aren't strong enough to hold it up.
well, if we got rid of the squared cube law, then we could just do um 7 billion times 5'5", and then that would be how tall it could be if everybody stacked each other on their heads. But that's not really creating a giant humanoid.
Yeah, that's 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 creating a giant human lab.
Yeah. I feel like that would just cause craziness.
Yeah, like, you could join up with your 7 buddies, and you could all get village or something.
Yeah. I mean, would it, like, they wouldn't even be in mechs or anything though, so it wouldn't be
No,
like Voltron or anything like that.
no, 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 no. In your back.
Yeah, I don't know.
If it takes mechs, then it, it takes. I want to see this achieved in my lifetime.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be achieved in your lifetime, but one can only hope. And I mean, that's all I can say about it.
To any viewers out there, if you know how to use robotics to strengthen people's muscles, please do so.
Yeah, so viewers out there, make this happen for him. It's his one dream,
This is the only goal I have in life.
the one goal in life. Just make it happen. We gotta have the humans into bigger humanoids for the Olympics, the humanoid Olympics.
How many steps can they take?
Before they fall. Before their abs give out.
Yeah, exactly. Lots of people will die in the sport, but it will
Yeah.
be worth it.
I mean, it'll be one of those extreme sports that have like high death rates.
Yeah,
Like
because your spine breaks.
don't get into it until you've signed the waiver so that
See, the
you've
reason I
yeah, you've admitted.
is so that I can become the butt cheek of a humanoid.
Oh my gosh.
It's an essential muscle.
Yeah. Like not even like the muscle or any like the not even the bicep or anything, you know.
No, those are essential too. But that's not the position I want to play.
Okay.
I feel like this is necessary. We have to achieve this before we should be allowed as species to join the stars. Because otherwise, what alien race would take us seriously?
I mean, I certainly wouldn't, so I mean, I never took humans seriously. That's just me.
Oh yeah, this is day one of the first episode where you tell people how you're an alien.
Oh yes, that video was uploaded today. So for those of you who watch my YouTube
Oh,
channel and haven't checked out the I Am an Alien video yet, go check it out. It is on there. It is on this channel that the podcast is on. It is not a podcast. I'm not like I'm in the video, like I'm talking about it in the video. Check it out. It's a really interesting video. It's super fun.
yeah. I'm one of the people that verified her claims because, like, for a long time she thought she might be crazy, but no, her soul is definitely alien. I used the rods that you use for auras, but hers is shaped different.
Yeah. I mean, I still give off like the, those like happy aura, bad aura, all those types of things, but it's shaped differently. It's
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So you can
Her
tell.
biggest aura is the sleepy aura, but you only see that once every 3 months or so.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sleepy all the time, but not to that extent, you know?
Mhm. Yeah, you can actually, if you sleep within a space of her sleepy aura, you'll have sleep. It's a different distance than for humans. Like with humans, it's just you sleep right next. That's why adult married people sleep together, children. Um, but since she's an alien, you have to sleep like exactly 11 feet away from her.
um, I would disagree with that, but okay.
It's science. I proved it last year in my thesis statement.
Oh, well, I mean, I've slept closer to somebody than 11 feet away before, so
Yeah, you can sleep closer than that, but the optimum distance based on the shape of your aura is exactly 11 feet.
oh, okay,
And
optimum.
they'll get the best sleep of their lives.
Okay, cool. You might hear my stomach. It is growling profusely right now, and I don't know why, because I already ate.
Okay. You said you had other primary topics of discussion besides humanoid monstrosities?
No, I said I don't.
Oh.
I'm bad at thinking. I mean, I'm bad at thinking of things. I said I have other things I could mention. Um,
Oh.
like, there's either like current events or like your practice, like what you believe about random stuff. Like,
Oh, yeah. By the
yeah.
way, guys, I'm recording this in a pitch black room that I made just for this so that I could really resonate with the viewers because I know that you won't be getting video with this. And so I just wanted to really have that feeling as I recorded this. No sight, all concept.
Yeah. So, um, here's the random topic that I just thought of. What's your view on
Oh man,
veganism,
opinions. I
and
got a
would
lot of
you
opinions.
ever would you ever go vegan yourself?
Okay, I really wanted to give a funny answer, but they fairly recently made super realistic 100% vegan meats
Yeah.
that are just made out of plant, and like apparently they taste more or less exactly the same, especially when you decorate it with your fancy lettuces and ketchup and stuff.
Yeah.
And I I feel like that's an insult to the natural order, but at the same time, it's based on how basic biology works, it would be 10 times more efficient. But because of how our specific agricultural system works, it actually comes out to being like 53 times more efficient for land and water.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to hear more of the science behind it, you could definitely go check out the episode that Mark Rover came out about it
Yeah,
a while
that's
back.
where all of my information is
That's
from.
um that's what I watched too. And I found that really interesting. I thought it was really cool. it kind of makes me wonder like if I could go vegan or vegetarian, and then also I watch a lot of the YouTubers Jenna Marbles and Julian, her boyfriend, and they are both vegan and uh, gluten free because he has celiac and they also just wanted to be vegan. I don't remember the reasoning behind that, but I think there was reasoning. Um, and I thought that was really cool. I love this stuff that he cooks on his channel and that they just do and stuff. So, I mean, it's not like I don't have any ideas about how to cook with vegan stuff, but yeah.
By the way, I wasn't saying that I'll ever go vegan. Like, you know, 30 years from now, they're going to have perfected the technology of making plants taste exactly like meat, and I'm going to be one of the few crazy people that aren't vegan, and I cannot wait for that. I cannot wait to be the person that's always spouting off about. I can't wait for the societal roles to flip, for me as the actual meat eater to sound like the crazy vegan. I'm so excited.
That really will be interesting because I mean, by that point, it won't even like be a bad thing to be eating meat because you're just they won't be like in captivity as much anymore. It'll be like you're hunting the animals
Oh yes,
more
I'll
likely.
go out.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out with a javelin, and I'm going to take like 3 dogs with me, and they're going to sniff them out, and then I'm going to go completely naked, and I'll have my body all painted camouflage. And before I get my body painted camouflage, I should say, I'm going to take a sauna and then cold shower to get all of my human scent off, and then I'll use the natural resources. This is going to be a month-long trip that I do every month. Um,
A month long trip you do every month.
yes, and and then I go out in the wild and I survive on just what I stored inside of my stomach and my javelin,
Okay.
and then I'll hunt like beavers and stuff. And I won't cook it. I'm just gonna eat it, and that will be my healthy lifestyle. It's
You're
going
just
to
gonna
do
full on
wonders.
eat it raw?
Yeah, it's gonna do wonders for my physique.
Are you gonna like what about pigs salmonella? Or not pigs,
Well,
chickens, I mean. Pigs.
with chickens and with other birds, because birds give you salmonella. Um, I still won't cook it. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to give it to my dogs. That's it.
Okay.
I'll hunt things that aren't birds.
Interesting. I mean, it sounds good. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I really just love meat so much. I don't think I could give it up. I really like meat. It's really good. I mean, have you ever tasted ribs? Those are amazing. Um,
I feel like ribs are going to be one of the last things for them to perfect the flavor from turning it from plant to meat for.
yeah, I
It's
feel
like
like that'll take a
beef
while.
is easier. Beef and chicken
Mm-hmm.
are the easy ones. Pig ribs, that's going to take a while. Turkey, I don't know. They'll probably just add salmonella or something. Um, um, cow tongue, that's already vegan. Um,
What?
cow tongue is vegan.
How? It's a cow's tongue.
Well, they don't need their tongues to survive. It's like shark fins. Shark fins are vegan.
No, that's not how it works. It's not. It's not. Vegans don't eat anything from an animal, no matter what, whether they need it to survive or not.
Yeah.
So they, like, chickens don't need eggs to survive, and vegans don't eat eggs.
Well, but the chicken that would have hatched needed its egg to survive.
What about milk?
The babies that the cow is making the milk for need it. Do you want the babies to just starve to death?
I'm so confused.
It's the same thing with honey.
Wait, but do
The bee
vegans eat
babies need
honey?
it. No, vegans don't eat honey.
Wait,
Some
really?
vegans might. Some vegans might, but the definition of veganism doesn't include honey.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's weird. Wait, does that
Like,
mean vegans don't eat like chocolate covered crickets or anything like that too? I mean,
what?
I'd assume they don't. But like
Where did chocolate covered crickets come
bees are like flies and they're insects, and
from? Okay.
so do vegans not eat insects is what I'm asking.
Oh, okay. No.
I'd assume they
Insects
don't
are
because
animals.
they're a living thing.
Yeah. But the thing is that the idea behind veganism is that you're it's a boycott against animal cruelty.
Mm-hmm.
There might be other specific reasons, but the concept that created veganism is the way they treat animals that they're getting this product from is bad, so I'm not going to fund that. Whether this product is able to be attained without hurting the animal or not.
Okay. Yeah.
So someone who would normally be a vegan might buy a cow and milk it and take really good care of it and treat it like a pet.
Hmm.
And another vegan might not do that because I don't know, because they don't drink milk.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. That's interesting and weird. I mean, I've always found like farm life really interesting though.
Yeah.
Like sort of like growing and taking care of yourself.
Yeah. Old farm life is really romantic in the non-romantic sense.
Yeah.
Um, it's for the most part now, it's really industrialized, and since we live in California and wonderful company and other companies that you can see that it's remember a long treated how they do business like a machine because that's really the only way to get money out of it.
Yeah.
But it's to, and by the way, I'm by no means an activist. Like 100%, I will eat things from Wonderful Company. I,
Mm-hmm.
I, someone will care enough to stop. I am too bad at deciding whether something is bad or not.
Yeah. For me, I mean, I just feel like there's so much that's already bad. And so it's just kind of like, I don't know. I wouldn't say I want to be ignorant because I was talking to my mom about it earlier. I wouldn't want to be ignorant. I like knowing everything. But like a lot of the stuff that people blame things on, it's like, sure, maybe that one thing is more prevalent now, but also like they didn't even know about it in the past. So
Hmm.
so how do you say it's more prevalent now when they didn't know about it in the past and they could have like died over it because they didn't know what was happening?
Hmm.
And now we're like healing people, and I'm not saying healing people is a bad thing, like that's a good thing, but we're healing people so they're like more likely to get that stuff, like cancers and
Hmm.
stuff. So we can't really say that cancer is caused by one specific thing more so
Hmm.
than other things because we've evolved with the earth, and so we
Except in California, then you can blame it on anything and everything.
yeah, so we like we know now what cancer is, and we treat people for other diseases, and some of those treatments for other diseases that people could have died from cause a higher likelihood of having cancers and stuff. So, I mean, honestly,
So it's that concept. Like, sure, I could go pro, but maybe it might be a worse thing because of it.
well, I'm just saying there's really no way to get around it. Like, there's no way to be a
There's always
hundred.
going to be tragedy.
Yeah, there's no 100% cure gonna be done with for everything. Because even if you take away all of the other,
All suffering and everything
well, yeah, even if you take away all of the other stuff,
are,
it'll still be there.
are lack of suffering would 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 suffer. I mean, that if you all it is, I wanted to justify myself more.
Okay, can you can you say that again? You like cut out for a minute.
Oh, okay. What part did you hear?
Like the all suffering stuff.
Oh, yeah. Suffering is inherent state to the human condition. If we manage to take away all pain and everything, depression rates would go way up because, in the end, what gives people happiness is a life of meaning,
Yeah.
and having no pain makes it unique for
Mm-hmm.
that struggle. But back to veganism, I want to justify myself. See, I love you. Um, can you hear me?
You cut out when you were talking to your dog.
Oh, awesome. Fuck my dog named Foxy,
Yeah.
who happens to not be a fox named Doggy. Um,
Yeah. No, like I heard like the part of like you telling the dog you love her, and I was like, okay, cool. That's like all I heard.
nice. So, Wonderful Company. I feel like I had something to say about Wonderful Company. By the way, take everything I say with a grain of salt because half of it is for the sake of comedy. I have a weird sense of humor, and the other half could be anything.
Yep.
It's all up in the air. Wonderful Company. I do have a lot of company, and like my dad works for Wonderful Company, so I always take anything out. They employ a lot of people. They give a lot of people a way to work and make.
Mhm.
One of the biggest things that makes me uncomfortable about Wonderful Company is the person who owns is 100% not a farmer. Like, they started out as a pharmaceutical salesman.
Oh, yeah,
They
100%
birthed
not
a
for
fence
sure.
in California, and now he owns the largest farm. I don't know if it's the world's, but it's one of the biggest.
Mhm.
And he doesn't know. He knew very little about agriculture starting out. I
Mhm.
assume he had to learn a lot on the job, or else he wouldn't have been able to be successful. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if for nothing else, he is an excellent businessman. Um, but just the fact that he has so little knowledge of the ground up experience of agriculture makes me uncomfortable.
Mhm.
Um, just because he could easily think that he's doing something good for his low end workers and be totally off base on without even knowing it.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, yeah, I mean that's kind of works that way in a lot of different situations too.
mhm.
Like you have to know what you're getting into.
I do find his story really interesting though, because it's not like he actually started. He started out at the in pharmaceuticals and just worked his way all the way up, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, that is impressive. Because sometimes that market can be like really crazy and hard to get through.
Hmm. I'm pretty sure it was pharmaceuticals. You'll have to verify that because it might not have been pharmaceuticals.
Just saying, been saying it was pharmaceuticals, wasn't actually pharmaceuticals. Was
I
wrong.
I could be wrong. I did I did a research paper and I never used any of this information because I decided to talk about something completely different at the end of it.
Oh, wow.
Um, but and I feel like I hope my opinion is more well balanced because my natural inclination is to be on the side of the businessman and against the side of the people looking for in. And I'm usually not for the activist just because in a lot of cases systems work really good as they are. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it looks misguided to me a lot, but I wrote my paper in the exact opposite view I would have normally had, just because the evidence was really overwhelming. What it really would be. I ultimately wrote it about the California Delta and how to deal with its natural resources.
Nice.
Um,
Yeah.
and so I wrote my paper proving or hoping to prove it was a research paper. It was a college level research paper, so I wasn't just regurgitating what all of my sources said. I had to have some extra contribution. And so, because I was crunched on time, my extra contribution was the lamest thing. I was like, okay, how are we going to use the California Delta smelt to prove that the California Delta needs more water.
Okay.
Um, because most of the papers saying, hey, the California Delta needs more water, didn't take a look at specifically how it affects specific fish. And so I was like, I'm going to look at just one fish and say, hey, this is how it affects the health to this one fish. So it's more anecdotal and specific, but I'm doing something new.
Mhm.
Um, and so because it was very opposite of my normal opinion, I hope that on this specific issue I have a more well-rounded idea. Wait, but I didn't make my paper on. Oh man.
Yeah. Okay. Well, um, another shift of topic, just since we've been talking
Heck
about
yeah.
this one for like 30 minutes now. Let's shift over. For the last 20 minutes, let's talk about music. What
Yes.
is your least favorite genre, and why do you hate it? That is my question
Oh,
for you.
least favorite genre?
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, uh, oh, that's really hard. I hate a lot of music. Um, okay, I don't know if this can count as a genre, but when in musicals, the actor that they have isn't that great of a singer, and so they just fudge it with auto tune.
Oh yeah, that is terrible. I always hate that. I hate when anything's fudged with autotune though. Honestly, like it just sounds bad. There was one song I loved the lyrics. I thought they were amazing. And then the girl who sang the chorus was so auto-tuned. She had a good voice without auto-tune, but then they added so much auto-tune to her, and I was like, I cannot handle the song. And then somebody else that I listened to did a cover of the song, and I was like, yes, somebody who didn't put auto-tune over their voice like crazy.
Nice.
And so I just listen to that version of it now.
I actually really like artistic auto tune. Um,
I mean, I it depends on what kind of auto tune you're talking about. Because I
mhm,
don't hate auto tune. I just hate
yeah.
certain ways it can be used. I hate certain
Hmm. Like,
things.
have you ever heard anything by Millie, Mili?
I have not.
So in most of her songs, um, she'll have she'll go through a few different ways of having the song go. Um, and of heavy thematic emphasis in her lot in a lot of her songs is really good.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I think I haven't listened to it, not certain, but I think crap, I'm gonna say I'm gonna look it up.
hmm. I mean, I get that. I don't know. I know.
Oh, cute me. Pretty sure is more or less all in her in the auto tune version.
Oh, okay.
Uh, because the whole point is that theme that she uses in a lot of her songs.
Yeah.
So, so it's the one of her most popular songs, and it deserves to be. Um, and it's but it has good to as one because it lays the theme. Now it's the whole song.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of genres I really hate because I mean, and there are certain things that I hate that happen in genres. Like when it comes to the rap genre, I hate how much it's about like
Oh
drugs and
yeah.
sex and just all that blatant stuff, and I'm sitting here like I don't want to be hearing you singing about it and cussing all about this. But there are like other songs that I've listened to that have rap in them and that are cool. They just don't have all that stuff
Yeah.
that they talk about, and I'm like, I don't want to hear you talk about that stuff.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. In general, I just including a lot of that is famous for being like high quality music. Um, but some of my favorite songs are in the rap genre too, sort of. They touch it. And when I say they touch it, I don't mean when like there's a single bridge that is rap. Um, usually it's more or less the whole song that's rapped, but they'll add a lot of stuff that's not characteristic of the genre,
Mhm.
like how they do the music aside from it. And usually, the ones that I really like, they'll have a chorus for a part of the background instrumentals.
Yeah. I've always found it cool like when they do that. I mean, I really like the whole electro swing thing they're doing too for the whole 2020 bringing back swing for the 20s, you know. I really enjoyed that, but that's like something I like, not something I hate. Um
Mm-hmm.
one thing that I really didn't like. I don't know if you've heard it, but the song that came out by Billie Eilish, Bad Guy, I I don't hate the song. It is a good
Mm-hmm.
song. What I hate about the song is the fact where right before that like beat drops or whatever it was, I haven't listened to it a lot because of this, but when she says duh, it annoys the crap out of me that it happens every single chorus. And it's so annoying to me. If that was not there, I would like the song.
Yeah. Annoying. Speaking of annoying choruses, Look What You Made Me Do by Miley Cyrus,
It was Taylor
maybe?
Swift.
No, Taylor Swift. That's what I meant. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. People are going to be really mad at me for that. I already know. So, the specific song I was thinking of when I said where a lot of the song will be rap, but they have a lot of things that aren't very characteristic of the rap genre, which
Mhm.
is huge. So I don't even know what's characteristic of the rap genre. I assume this isn't characteristic of the rap genre. I'm sorry, anybody who is well versed. Um, it's either White Ball or Black Rainbows by Miracle Musical. I don't want to actually play the song to make sure, but it's one of those.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. I haven't heard of either of those, but
Oh yeah, Miracle Musical was an excellent single album. Or no, Miracle Musical made Hawaii Part 2. They only made one album, um, and what the collaboration of like five different bands. one of which is Tally Hall, which is my favorite band.
Okay.
I'm
Hmm.
putting that on record.
Yeah. Okay. I don't really have a favorite band or artist or anything. I just like a lot of different artists at different times, you know?
Hmm.
Depends on what I want to listen to.
Ooh, one thing that I don't like when all of the songs by the same artist sound exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I am willing to point fingers. I am looking at you, Owl City, because Owl City used to be my favorite band for a long time.
He does have a lot of good songs.
He does. But all of his songs have the exact same sound, and I was not able to listen to his playlist anymore. It was just over and over again.
Yeah, I get
The
that.
high point of Owl City is that he has some of the favorite lyrics
Mm-hmm.
I have ever seen by anyone.
Mm-hmm. Um, I really like the song that he did that was entitled Coming After You. And it was like the cute little love song where
Oh,
he was like
coming after you.
high speed chase. Um, like he
Yeah,
was the
that one was
cop
good.
and he was coming after her because she stole his heart type of thing. I thought
Hmm.
that was really sweet and cute. I really liked that one. Um, and I mean, everybody knows the iconic Fireflies song by Owl
Hmm.
City. If you don't, then you might have been living under a rock. Um, it was really
Fireflies is
famous for
iconic.
a while, and it still is. But yeah.
It's it's passively famous.
Mm-hmm.
I I not on the left, but similar to how Shrek is,
Yeah,
because the instant anyone mentions it, everybody knows.
it's true. Yeah.
But it's not actively famous. Nobody's generally talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I have a sly reference to it in my Steam profile. So anytime I hang around, because I have a quote from the song in my Steam profile,
From
um,
Owl City.
for my name on Steam. Yeah. My name
Let me
on
check your
Steam,
Steam real quick.
yeah, my name on Steam is 10 million fireflies, and it's a picture
Oh,
of the giant area that has tons of butterflies and stuff. Um, so I'll be playing games with people, and they'll just be like, "Yo, is that a reference to the song?" And I'm like,
I mean,
"Yes."
it is. What
And
else would it be?
yeah, and then they were like, did you want to change it to that?" And I mean, the honest reason, which is the reason I give, okay, I saw somebody that was named 5,000 Bees or something like that when I was playing Destiny with my boyfriend, like for
Mm-hmm.
like a
Five
couple months ago.
thousand bees. That is such an
Their name was like 5,000
excellent
Bees or
name.
something. And so it'll announce in the chat whenever you do something. So it'll say something like 5,000 bees has killed da da da. And so I
Thousand
wanted that
bees.
to for myself. Um, so I changed it to 10 million fireflies because I was like, I want to be following someone and then someone to be like, yo, 10 million fireflies are following you. Or you've got 10 million fireflies right behind you. You know, like, I wanted that.
Yeah,
I wanted that.
nice. Speaking of, I'm really disappointed because for like 100 bees for 5, but then it turned out the ad was.
I mean, that's usually how it ends up being. I don't think you can buy bees in bulk like that. I feel like it'd just be kind of dangerous to do. Like, do you even have a
Cord
bee
hates
house?
me. What?
I said I don't think you can buy bees in bulk like that. It'd be dangerous to do. Do you even have a bee house?
No, I was just gonna buy
Oh.
them and then set them free.
Oh,
They'd give
okay.
me they'd give me they'd give me 10,000 hugs and teach me how to dance.
I don't think that's how it would work out. Um,
We'd be singing Go With Me by Adventure Time.
well, I hope you enjoyed that. Our time is just about up,
Oh
and
man.
it's gonna get noisy in my house soon because I just heard my sister turn on her speaker. So since it's
Ooh.
like 5 minutes till time up, might as well end the podcast here. Um, so I mean, thank you for watching, guys. First episode of the podcast. What do we want the podcast episode name to be?
Um, don't buy bees in quarantine.
Don't buy bees in quarantine. Okay, guys, you heard it here. Don't buy bees in quarantine. And also, um, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Check out more videos, subscribe, and give it a like if you want to see
I
more.
really want people to wait the whole time to wonder why it's called that.
Yeah, that'll
And
be.
then just in the last 10 minutes, we finally mentioned bees and never mentioned corn.
Oh my gosh. It'll be great.
It's clickbait.
yeah,
Sorry.
I mean,
You can put you can put a you can put a picture of of one of the bees from Adventure Time. The hello. I think I got this.
oh, you didn't, but, you were saying
Oh,
put one of the bees from Adventure Time.
lol. Oh, so you're looking for a bee from Adventure Time? Yeah. Okay. So you said we gotta go, right? Okay, guys. Grab and
well, okay. With that, with that, we are ending the podcast. So,
oh, I left, but then I got lonely.
oh, um, well, we're ending the podcast anyway. You can stay in the call if you really want to. But yeah.
No, I get shy when I'm around than less than 10,000 people.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's fine. Well, if you guys liked it, remember hit the like down below, subscribe, hit the bell because you will not get notifications for my videos if you don't hit the bell because YouTube just works like
Yeah,
that. It just works
YouTube
like that.
YouTube decided they wanted to be the dictator of notification.
It's true.
We're all living in a despotism. They decided they wanted to be prime despot of the notifications.
Yeah, it's exactly how it works. So hit that bell if you want to be notified. You will not be notified if you don't hit that bell. And if you
Yeah,
do, it will be very rare.
because
So,
the YouTube
yeah.
algorithm hates people with pink hair.
well, okay. We will see you
They're
guys
racist.
next podcast. And, I mean, I might see you guys sooner. You never know. But I hope you guys enjoy. Next month, another podcast. If you guys have any recommendations or questions for us to talk about, post them in the comments below. Like, we need recommendations. If you guys want us to do a live stream of it sometime instead of just recording it and we can answer questions on the live stream, comment that down below too. So yeah, that's all. Well, with that, I will see you guys.